Hello and welcome. Today I want to explain to you why I personally think the Deep Dark isn't as bad as it seems. Most of the time, the Deep Dark gets a bad rap because of the chance the warden could spawn. But besides that, the Deep Dark is actually one of the best biomes, and you should be glad that you found it. Because Scope biome gives so much XP. Because there's level 30 takes 1395 XP, and Scope blocks give between 1 and 20 of that, which may not sound like a lot, but every skull biome has between 20,000 and more skull blocks, so you can grind levels easily, especially using a hoe, preferably iron, diamond, or netherite. It's also great to remove skulk because there are usually ores hidden beneath them. This is because skulk blocks can't replace ores, so they tend to just be on top of them. So while you're grinding up levels, you can find some pretty nice valuables too. The more difficult part of the Deep Dark is the removal of the threat. Do note that Warden doesn't spawn naturally, it spawns from reaching 4 warning levels from Shriekers. If you don't know what that is, it's when a Shrieker has been activated 4 times by a player, staying on it, or a sensor triggering it. Luckily, this isn't much of a problem as long as you crouch and break them, or place wool around them, but Shriekers work in a group type function, meaning if you activate one Shrieker 3 times, they go to a different one activated once, it counts as 4. Don't worry though, because every 10 minutes, the Shriekers go down by 1 warning level. Now, what I suggest you do when you enter the Deep Dark is to first break all the Shriekers you can find. If you do by chance reach 2 to 3 warnings, stop and wait the 10 minutes for 1 warning level to go down. Don't try to keep looking for Shriekers if you're at 3 warnings, because a lot of the time, 2 Shriekers are next to each other, so if one breaks, the other will notice, and Shriekers are hidden well, so they may go off and you can't find it. So don't test your luck, and just wait the 10 minutes. After you're sure you've broken all the Shriekers, you can reap the rewards by using a hoe, as is the fastest, mining at 0.5 seconds. And if you check the hoe with Unbreaking 3 Mending, you won't have to keep making more. Now, let's say you do set off a Shrieker. Don't get startled and start running because you may cause it to activate again, raising its warning level. You should only try to get as far as you can if you activated it the 4th time. You can tell the warning level from your noise notifications. The warden approaches equals 1, the warden advances equals 2, the warden draws close equals 3, and the warden emerges equals 4. Just in case you do end up spawning a warden, it takes 6.7 seconds for it to fully emerge, so try to get 21 blocks away from it, as it can smell, hear, or hit you with Sonic Boom from 20 blocks or farther. And as long as there's no sound for 60 seconds, the warden will despawn, but the streaker will go on 3 warnings, so I suggest you wait those 30 minutes for the streaker to completely go down. Now, after leaving the Deep Dark with so much XP, you should try to get a Silk Touch tool to collect some sensors as they come in handy for redstone builds. And if you're a renewable scope source, go ahead and collect some scope catalysts too. And if you want to scare your friends, you should collect streakers and hide them near their base. And if you didn't know, streakers placed by players can't spawn wardens even if activated. So you can get your friends pretty good if you plan it right. A function for scope sensors and streakers is using them close to each other within 8 blocks, so if an intruding player carelessly runs towards your base, the sensor would hear them and trigger the streaker to go off, which would scare trespassing players and warn you of their presence. These have been all the reasons I could think of to show you why the Deep Dark isn't that bad. Sorry the video was kind of short, I couldn't really think of, like I said, more reasons. But if you did like the video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.